Yo, what's up guys? Just got back from Montreal. I'm sitting in my office right now and you can see this beautiful sun shining on my face. It's golden hour, baby. It's golden hour.
Go, finish, let's go! Woo!
We went to Montreal for the Canadian National Duathlon Championships. It was my second time doing this. I did it last year. So this is the second year in a row that I did the Duathlon Championships. So I went there. It was at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. If anybody's ever watched F1 before, Formula One, if you enjoy car racing, then you definitely know of the Canadian Grand Prix. And that is where the actual triathlon and duathlons were this weekend. So it was a great venue. The bike course is actually on the F1 circuit, so it's fantastic. But yeah, it was my second time doing a, national championship, and, I didn't know what to expect. I was coming in with very, very so-so running legs after, taking all that time off from vacation.
Yikes.
We went to the venue, checked in, parked like 2 kilometers away because of this detour, parked so far.
It was like having the life sucked out of you.
We got to the venue, got warmed up. It was cold, it was windy, and it was rainy. And got all my stuff set up. We were ready to rock and roll for the race. I was trying to avoid going out in the rain too much. I was kind of hiding in the venue and just trying to stay warm before the race. It was already rainy, already windy. And the race happened. It went out hard. I was expecting it to go out hard. Luckily for me, I've done this course before. I did it last year, which, always helps just so you know exactly where to go and you know sort of how to manage your efforts, and you already know the terrain, which is always beneficial. So I was going into it. I knew it was going to be hard, especially that first run. Last year's first run was fast. It was a group of us, which was great. I was just trying to honestly hold on for that first run because I knew I would be able to sort of get some time on that bike if I had a good bike. But obviously with the weather conditions, wasn't sure how the day was going to go. So I just tried to hold on for that run. One guy went off the front, one guy was in the middle of that guy and the chase group that I was in. And it was a group of, 4 or 5 of us. And we went into transition together. I think I got into transition in like 4th place. I was hanging behind. And I was just honestly just trying to hold on to the run. Stay out of the wind a little bit because I was suffering. The running legs aren't back yet. They're slowly getting back, but they're still not back yet. Got into transition, got out with a few guys, and then I just knew that I had to push it on that bike course as hard as I could, especially with the weather conditions. And it was pouring. It was like a hurricane in that bike course. It was crazy rain. It was windy. It was disgusting. It was super sketchy. So you had to be very, very careful going on this bike course. But I knew this bike course, and I'm very, pretty confident with my bike handling skills, which is great. And, luckily for me, because I'm always passing people, so I'm kind of in my own lane on the right-hand side, I'm able to sort of stay away from the danger and sort of take the corners very, very slow. And, I was looking at my times from last year versus this year, just for the bike course alone, and just, minutes different, just because of the weather conditions. The weather conditions, you were not able to go through the corners or even the chicanes at full speed. You have to slow down substantially. So you lost a lot of time there, but everybody's on the same playing field, so that's life. But yeah, I was able to move up into 2nd position on the bike. I didn't see the guy in 1st position. Sam didn't even see him, but he was, wearing something, I think he was wearing black. So he kind of blended in with everybody else. And with the weather, the pouring rain, the hurricane conditions, it was literally like a monsoon out there. It was insane.
I don't know what your idea of a good time is, but this ain't it.
It was insane. Just to stay on the bike, just so you don't fall over, it was really aggressive. So I didn't see him. I was just honestly just trying to stay out of trouble and trying to get through that bike course. So we were able to get through it, stay on bike, stay on 2 feet, didn't fall, which is, exceptional. That's what we wanted to do.
I just survived.
So, we got off the bike, and I got off the bike with this other guy, and he was right behind me, and then he sort of passed me on the dismount line, and then I ran with him into transition, just because I wanted to make sure I didn't fall on that dismount line. So we ran into transition together. He got to his bike first, and then I had to run a lot longer for my bike. And I got to my bike, and I started putting on my shoes. There was probably like 3 centimeters of water in my shoes because it's just been pouring rain the entire race. And I could hear him running passed me. So I was just like, okay, I just got to go. I didn't even tie up my shoes. So I was just running to try to catch him. And I caught him. And then the entire run for, probably 2K, we kept attacking each other. And I knew that if I was able to hold on, I had one big effort that I could really put in to try to drop him. And that's exactly what I did. I hung on. We kept sort of attacking each other. He kept trying to drop me. And then I attacked hard. I had a very, very good distance on him. And then for, maybe a few 100 meters, 500 meters, I had a good gap. And then he started closing in. He was putting in a huge effort to close in. And he caught me. I could see him. I checked back a couple times and I knew he was going to catch me. So I'm just like, I need to just recover for a second. And then when he catches me, I just got to go. So he caught me. We stayed together for, a few strides. And then I just went. I'm just like, I just got to go and just drop him before we get into a sprint. And it was, 200 meters, 300 meters from the line. And I was able to drop him and get that second place. And unfortunately, I didn't realize until we were on that second run that there was still somebody in front of us. It's a real bummer when you don't know that. There wasn't a lot I could do with the weather conditions, and just, I couldn't push any harder on the bike. I'm not going to fall. I'm not trying to, wipe out on the bike. It's not worth it. But came into second and first in my age group. So I'm the age group national champion for my age once again. I'm the champ for that. But second overall at the Canadian National Duathlon Championships. And that's, it's awesome. The training's working, and it just shows you just got to push yourself sometimes. But the running legs are slowly coming back. I did the best I could with those conditions, stayed on 2 feet the whole day, and, came home with the silver medal, which is, second overall in the country. Not too shabby. I'm happy with that.
Not bad.
That is my little race recap. I know it was super long, but I kind of wanted to talk about my real experience because that's really my last duathlon of the year. And I think I ended the year off on a pretty good note. Last year I ended the national championships as the age group national champion, but 4th overall. But this year we upgraded that 4th overall to a 2nd overall. So I'm okay with that.
Everything I do is the attitude of an award winner because I've won an award.
And, getting better every year. And until next time, we got to take the W. We got to go for the champ next year. We got to go for the real title next year. So until next time, I'm coming for you. Yeah, we live this shit. Ow, ow.